Alright guys, look where we're finally at. Look where we're finally at. Alright guys, for the first time in several months, we're back at the bowling alley, man. So, I was supposed to come back last weekend. I was going to do some filming. But there was some stuff that we had to do with paperwork. They had to kind of restart everything because it was gone a little too long. They wanted to rerun my background check and everything. So we got all that out of the way, and now we're back here, and we're fixing to go in because we don't have any machine things going on today, but I believe we have some wiring stuff that we got to go on today and show you guys a little bit of that if I'm able to. So let's get in there. All right, so we're going to head up front, see if we can find the head mechanic, aka my dad. We're up front, guys. It's a beautiful sight. Well, since I've been gone, there's been some changes made in this place. Like, they made the game room bigger. Check this out. See right here? See where that line is? There used to be a wall. They took the wall down. Look at that. Holy cow. Look at all the games in here now. There's so many. I don't know if I've ever showed this before on video. Then they got a VR game, which we're gonna have to try. So we're having a problem with the scoring. It's not connecting to the network. Down here it's working, but down on the low end it's not. So we're on the phone with Brunswick right now, letting them run test everything, and can't get on the network. So there might be some wiring issues. Hopefully we can get that figured out. So we gotta pull all the tablet screens out to unplug a wire to trace back down there into a box, see which one is which. Because there's some scoring issues. All right, we got all of our wires checked for the scoring. Now we gotta get a really long wire and run it from the front all the way to the back. Now we gotta run a wire coming out all the way under here, all the way through there, and up into there.
Thumb hole.
Okay.
So it don't mess up that. Tape it down. Put a little.
So we gotta run this wire all the way through there. So what he's gonna do is take the bowling ball.
And then we gotta get some wire.
Take the wire into it. There it goes. Push it again. You just keep pushing it through. Alright, so the bowling ball trick worked. New wires coming up.
Yeah, it worked.
Then we gotta run it up to here, all the way down yonder. All right, so we got that long cable ran. We just gotta find one more to make it to the box. But that cable we're running now is for communication from the front to the back to communicate with the machines and the scoring and everything, because they've been having some scoring issues and we might be getting it fixed now. So, all right, now we gotta put all this gutter capping back in. Roll the bean footage. Okay, well, let's go get another battery, I guess. All right, you see, gutter cap is all back on. Very noisy. All right, so go get a different battery so we can put those last two screws in. Gutter capping will all be back on. And then we can check everything and make sure we wired it all up right. There's a bunch of wires that go from the console into these boxes, and the guys that came to put them in didn't label anything. We've been having some issues with the scoring. Well, they were having them while I was gone. But as we got to looking into it, they just paid the guys a bunch of money to come run these wires, label them. They didn't label half of them, They just kind of put the wires in willy-nilly, so nothing was really in order, which isn't a big deal unless you got OCD. But it does just make it easier on us. So now the wire that I just showed you guys that we ran up, that's the communication wire, so we can all talk to each other. We got it ran. Now we just got to get the last part ran across the back. I'll show you. So now it's coming up from down there by, what is that, like 31? And it's got to run all the way along this wall, all the way up to that box right there. That's the communication box. So we got to go into that. And hopefully we're good. Right now, everybody else is up front. Some guy on his way up here, I guess he's a crackhead. He used to do work here, something. I don't know what the deal is with him, but he's coming around asking for money. I guess he's coming up here to try to get $100 from somebody. I don't know. But let's grab this other battery, get those last 2 screws in, and we'll be good to go. This video is going to be kind of choppy. It's my first video when I come back. My tripod that I had is broke, so I'm using this little bitty one, and it's just not good. And a lot of stuff that we were doing today, I couldn't really get like good angles on. I need a camera guy, but I don't make that kind of money at all. I don't make any money on YouTube. But I'm out of breath. I'm crawling around a bunch. Luckily, my back's holding up good. It doesn't hurt, which is freaking amazing. All right, we got a full battery. Let's go put those 2 last screws in, man, and see if everything's working. Working. All right, it's working. All right, it's communication between it. Or it wouldn't talk to each other. All right, that was a pretty productive first day back. I think we got communication to the machines now. Everything's working like it should. So there we are. Day 1 back. See what else we can get into. All right, guys, so we're back home from the first day of work, and there is one thing that I forgot to add to the video, and that's